think there's really two different dimensions. One is literally the physical risks of climate change, so that if you've got weather disturbances and floods and so on, you might have noticed 6 months ago there was some serious flooding in Thailand that disrupted the supply chains for semiconductor companies, manufacturing. So literally the physical risks of climate change affect investors. But probably even more important is if you like, the regulatory risk and the risk of changing consumer habits, so that all of a sudden what used to be free to a carbon emitter all of a sudden is starting to cost significant money because a price has been placed on carbon. And at the same time, we're, I think, undergoing a mega shift towards less carbon-intensive fuel sources, natural gas to start with, solar, etc. So it poses the risk of demand destruction, and people will simply be buying less, using fewer carbon and fossil fuels. And if you happen to be a company in that business and you're looking at investing in it, you need to pay serious attention to it.
Laurent, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'd like to add that as an investor, you have always to keep in mind that we have a big risk, which are mainly stranded assets, which means losing value for a lot of assets on one hand. On the other hand, I mean, that's a lot of opportunities as well. And we have, I mean, the possibilities to select a lot of companies that are deeply involved into this new low carbon economy, which means a lot of opportunities for us. Again, divesting, I guess, is not the right attitude. We really do believe that active investing is much more, the good thing to do in order to select your risk, manage your risk, and get the opportunities. Divesting is maybe the first thing you can think about, but that's certainly not efficient for your portfolio, no doubt, but not efficient for the carbon emission as a whole.
Basically, I think that the limitations of divesting, if you're selling your shares, I'll buy them right away. And so the net impact, the contribution to the climate problem is zero. So you really haven't accomplished all that much, and you've lost whatever leverage and interaction with the company itself that you might have had as an investor. If you're no longer investing, and I'm the chief executive of the company, I don't have to care particularly what you think of our strategy. But if you're an investor, I start to pay attention. So there's a lot of downsides attached to divesting. It's a bit of a mixed blessing.
There is one single message, is be active. That's the thing. I mean, we have to think positive and to be active on our stock selection and the way we invest. I mean, capital allocations, that's the roots of our business, and we have to do it simply.